Joining me today to talk about what they offer so many people here in Manitoba, I've got Future Hope's Next Step Coordinator, Kim McIntyre-Leighton, as well as somebody who is currently with the Future Hope House, Mario Trunzo. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So it's been about 2 years since I chatted with Future Hope. For those who don't know, what is Future Hope and what do you offer?
So Future Hope is a nonprofit charity organization, and we've been around about 24 years now. And our main reason for existence is to help men who are leaving the federal correctional system, so at Stony Mountain Institution, and helping them reintegrate into community after being incarcerated. So when you first leave incarceration, there's so many things that can be a part of your life, and we're there to help things go along and make sure that guys are not overwhelmed by the whole process.
Yeah, what might be some of those things that you offer then? And because just even ID, what are some of those hurdles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when people are coming back into community, there's things like getting their identification. There's sometimes finding a doctor, setting up a bank account. Employment is obviously a big hurdle. Housing is a hurdle for sure. Sometimes getting set up in terms of EIA or unemployment if they were eligible for it. It could be just meeting for a coffee to talk about the emotions that are kind of going on with being overwhelmed. It's setting up appointments for psychology or seeing their parole officer in the community. So it could be just a real variety of things. And so we do that kind of on a one-on-one basis with the guys as needed. So it's whatever they feel could benefit them best. But then we also have a peer support group that we meet with weekly, and that's to have peer support of the men amongst themselves. And so we do that in a peer support setting where we do some personal development with the guys, where they're learning something, some resources, something that could be helpful to them in the community. And then there's a sharing portion of it where they can share things that are going well, things they're struggling with, the challenges, but they can hear from each other. And we have some volunteers that join that peer support circle to kind of be alongside the journey for the guys.
You also offer housing. There's a house aspect. Do you mind sharing a little more?
Yeah, so we have 2 homes that we call transitional living. And they are clean and sober homes for the men. And it is somewhere that they can live once they've completed a portion of their sentence, which is called day parole, where they may be needing to live in a halfway house. So once they're finished that part of the programming, then they can come and join us in one of our homes. And it's very much set up for intentional community. And the idea is that the men are there to support each other, to be together living intentionally, share responsibilities within the home, and sort of get ready for their, in quotes, next step, which would be kind of their own space in the community.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Mario, thank you for coming in. You are part of one of these homes, I take it. Tell me about what life is like there.
Life is like, how can I put it? It's very relaxing and less stressful than getting out and trying to find your own place to live, because you have no record of living anywhere in the community before, so it makes it very hard to get into your own place. So the big thing that I find, not only is there the support of the other guys that are living in the house when you're going through certain things in your life, that you can bounce things off of other people in there, because everybody's supposed to be kind of on the same page there and working towards the same kind of goals, but their own individual goals. And I find it's kind of put me on track, and it's given me like a rental record now that I'm at that point where I'm looking to project to moving into my own place. Hopefully by next year, I'll have references behind me to say, yeah, he lived here, he paid his rent, and the kind of things that renters look for. And but it's more than just about the renting. It's a safe place, and it's a place where you can internalize what you're going through. Like when you've spent a long period of time incarcerated, you lose a lot of reflection on what society is all about, because even if you're just been incarcerated for a year, when you get out after that year, everything's changed, and it's hard to reintegrate back into what society has changed to in that 1 year. Now, then you get guys that have been there for 20 years, 25 years, or in and out for the past 30 years. Finding who you are and changing your life, having a place like that helps you do that, because it gives you a stable environment, and it gives you people like Kim and other supporters that are there for Next Step and for Future Hope that you can reach out to, and that are always there willing to make time in their day for you to sit down and talk to them and get help. Like with Kim, she's one of my biggest supporters, and honest to God, my life for the past, I want to say like 27 years, has been in and out, and I finally made a conscious decision that I wanted to change my life this time. And I'm going on 7 years of sobriety, and a lot of it has to do with Future Hope and with the support group every week, Next Step. And living in one of the houses has been a huge, huge support for me, and it's been something that's given me time to reflect on what emotions I'm going through, like even just little things like recognizing what my crime cycle was. Like her and I were just talking about it today, and like for me, it's relationships and wanting to be the knight in shining armor, and it always involves me ending up back in prison or back actively involved in my addiction. But I know it now, so now I catch it before it starts, so I can nip it in the bud, and I can share, because I know, like, it's hard when you've been in the prison system. It's hard to trust someone outside of the inmates to trust, because they're taboo to us, right? They're the system, and the system doesn't work. But Next Step's not the system, and I can share anything with Kim, and it doesn't go anywhere. And I know for 100% in my heart that whatever it is that I'm going through at that time, I can bounce off her, and I can get the feedback that I need to reevaluate the thinking process that I'm using, and to see if I'm using the right thinking process or whether I'm off track by 100 miles.
I think that's such an incredible thing to offer and to be a part of. Like you said, trust has to be rebuilt. That takes time.
Huge.
Yes, but having that support and knowing this really is real support. This is real
100%.
kindness. This is real love. I'm so happy for you, Mario.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing
You're
your
welcome.
heart. Kim, one last question for you.
Yes.
If somebody hears this and they're like, I want to get involved in this too. Maybe I want to donate, or maybe I want to whatever. Can they do that, and how can they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So our website is www.futurehope.ca. And on that website, you'll find an opportunity to learn about all of the things that we offer. So things from our Next Step peer support group, as I mentioned, so showing that what we do there, as well as the living arrangements that we have for the men, and as well an opportunity to volunteer. There's a section there. There's a section on how to assist financially. So yeah, that would be wonderful. Please have a look there. And there's a phone number on the website as well. If you had additional questions or really wanted to follow up and really dig a little deeper, we're happy to do that at any time.
Well, thank you both so much for coming here today and sharing your heart and all the amazing things that Future Hope is up to. I appreciate it.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having us.